This video will be about logarithms. To understand a logarithm, we need to know where it comes from, which is from exponential functions. So an exponential function, if we have 2 to the 5th, we know that's really saying do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which ends up being 32. So this is the exponential format. So we said, well, 2 to the 5th is whatever number over here on the other side. We had to figure that number out. So a logarithm was made to answer the question, well, what is the exponent if I know the base and the answer? I know the base is 2, I know the answer is 32. What exponent does this have to be? In this case, we already know, hey, this is a 5. But they wanted a way to write this so that it didn't have to remain in exponential format, which is where they came up with logarithmic format. So a logarithm, base 2, we get the base from the base of the exponential function, of the answer, 32. So this is saying the base is 2, the answer is 32. What's the exponent over here? So they came up with a formula of what this would look like in general. That's this log base b of x equals y. Can be interchanged, we call this logarithmic format, can be interchanged with its exponential format. So notice the parts that are matching. Our base b of our logarithm is the base of the exponential function. The inside of the logarithm, the x, is the answer of the exponential function. And the answer of our logarithm is the exponent of the exponential function. So for the logarithm, if we had log base 3 of 81, we're trying to figure out this y. So to do that, it's easiest to rewrite it in this exponential format and think of it as, what is this exponent going to be? So 3 is our base. That's what we start with in our exponential format. The 3 comes first. In our exponential format, y actually comes next. And in this case, it is the letter y, so 3 to the y. And then last is the x spot. Well, the x spot is this 81. So we're trying to figure out the problem, 3 to the y equals 81. So what exponent here would give you 81? So you can kind of guess and check, or if you're familiar with your exponents, you may already know off the bat. But if I tried an exponent of 2, 3 squared is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. That is not what we're looking for. So how about an exponent of 3? 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Still didn't get us quite there, so we try 3 to the 4th. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 81. So this exponent has to be a 4. So the answer to log base 3 of 81 is 4, because the exponent over here has to be a 4, so that when you do 3 to the 4th, you get an answer of 81.